Hi there, everyone. Welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Today is a very special day. Come on over here. It is Sandra Day O'Connor's Civics Celebration Day. Exciting, isn't it? Yes, it is. Please make sure you have paper and a pen or pencil handy in order to take some notes. Not a lot, but a few notes. Okay? So, what's really special here is it is Sandra Day O'Connor's day. It is her day. And you might say to yourself, who in the world, Miss Faust, is Sandra Day O'Connor? Because I don't know who she is. Okay, I'm going to give you some tidbits about her. I'm going to share some information about Sandra Day O'Connor. Okay, and then again, civics deals with government. Okay, another way of looking at the word is government, such as your voting rights, okay, the Declaration of Independence, the various parties, Republican versus Democrat Party, and so on and so on. That is what we mean with civics. And we're celebrating all that today, okay, in her honor. Okay, now Sandra Day O'Connor was born back in 1930, so many, many years ago, 90 to be exact. Okay, and she, come over here, didn't I tell you? A little bit of notes. She studied law at Stanford University, okay, and then between that point in 1981, she had various positions dealing with the law as an attorney, whether in government or private. She practiced law. Okay. Then in 1981, she was a very good attorney. She was good at her job. In 1981, President Reagan had to fill a position. And he had to think to himself, who would be best to fill this position on the U.S. Supreme Court? Who would make a fantastic justice? Okay, someone who is not persuaded by politics, but does what the Constitution says to do, so to speak. Okay, follows the Constitution. Does not do what he or she feels like doing on that day, okay, but follows the Constitution, follows the law. All right. So he found Sandra Day O'Connor. He recognized that she would make a fantastic justice. Okay, and that is what we call someone who is on the Supreme Court. That person is a justice. We don't think of him or her as a judge, but a justice. Okay. She was known as being firm, but at the same time, fair. Okay. She was a Republican, what they call a moderate, not extreme or anything like that, not all the way out there, but sort of in the center. And she tended quite often to vote with the majority on whatever cases. Okay, one of the famous cases that she voted on was in 2000 when we were deciding whether it was going to be Gore or Bush, the son, George W. Bush, to be president. She was a deciding factor in that decision. That yes, when Florida had that problem, they decided, nope, Florida went for Bush. And we ended up with President Bush. Okay. So that's just one case that she dealt with. Back in 2006, a few years after that decision, she retired after many, many years. Okay? And we're talking, born in 1930, 2006, we're talking over her 70s. many years. And she advocated, in other words, she supported, she was in favor of civics education, in other words, government education, so that we would have government classes in schools and K through 12 schools. So quite often, you might see it in 9 through 12 civics classes, government classes, and lower levels also. You'll see the study of civics, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. What are the two parties? What makes up the Congress? How many members of this, how many members of that do we have in the House, in the Senate? Okay? All right. One of the things that was really good about Sandra Day O'Connor, okay, is the fact that she was sort of a role model for women. She was considered to be the first woman appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court. We could say that is an honor, couldn't we? Okay. So she was a role model for women who might say, I'm not quite sure I as a woman can do this, whatever the job is. Okay, because it's mainly for men. So maybe I'm not fit for this. Well, the thinking is, if she's fit, if she can be a justice, then the women could do whatever they think is good for them. Okay? So that's Sandra Day O'Connor. Now, we celebrate that because she was in favor of making sure that we study civics in school. In other words, that we know our government. Okay. So we celebrate that today. She does have a building downtown in her name. Okay. So you might hear it, Sandra Day O'Connor. You might go, oh yeah. Okay. So keep that in mind. Because of her and her excitement in sharing what makes up the American government, we now deal with it. Okay. Any questions? No? All right. I want to share something with you. The Declaration of Independence. Okay, because that is part of civics and of the celebration day. And when we think of the Declaration of Independence, we need to think of one person in particular, because, let me find the picture, because he is the writer of the Declaration of Independence. Here's a wonderful picture of, we're looking over here, Thomas Jefferson. I hope we remember him. President down the road. Yes. So he was the writer. Now, you might wonder, where did he do his writing? Okay. Here is a picture of a refurnished, redone, rebuilt version of the house. Okay. The Graf house where he wrote it. And down here is what some people call a very famous picture of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Hope you can see that. And over here, just in case you're wondering, who is that? Another one of our presidents, John Adams. Also involved with the Declaration of Independence. Okay. Famous people risked their lives to say no more to the King of England. All right. So we come back to Sandra Day O'Connor. We celebrate civics. We celebrate U.S. government today. Okay? I have an assignment for you. You may have thought, there's no assignment. This is just note-taking day. This is great. Guess what your assignment is? I want you to write at least one complete sentence explaining who is Sandra Day O'Connor. And by the way, she is still alive. Like I said, 1930. She's now 90 years old. As I said, 90. Who is Sandra Day O'Connor? When you're done with that, please send it on to me at my address today. And remember, complete sentence. Subject, verb, complete thought. And I hope you have a great day. Celebrate. Till next class period. Bye-bye.